Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live, the Morgue, VOX versus Arc. We got no bosses, we got no cyborgs, and we don't have a time limit on this one tonight. But I do think it's going to be a relatively fast match because these teams usually play pretty quick. VOX is they're kind of conditioned to play fast, and we got some cool stuff to announce to you guys. So we're going to start out with a couple super chat shout outs. I see Valar in the house. Hello, 999 Kills, Great Mod, channel versus PDL players, sponsors, bundles, boxes, burn coin, kills coin. Crypto is rocking it today. Just want to tell you guys, it is 11%. Crazy, crazy day. Good stuff all the way around. I got Bones in the house. Good luck, Vox and Arc. Let's get this party started. Trigger in the house. Trigger, what's going on tonight? Is it something special about tonight? It is it's PDL night. And I think it's something else. You guys know what it is. You know what time it is. It is date night, baby. That's right. It's date night. Ranger Chris, what's up, my man? A big shout out to Amon. Getting well by the minute. The support, our fans, our players, unbelievable community. You guys absolutely are awesome. We got great stuff, as I said. We got Portal coming up, brand new updates for you guys. We've done a little testing. The awesome training team has already stated this is the best update that we've had. It is going to be super cool. Can't wait. Can't wait for Trigger's Army to log in and create characters on the portal. How cool is that going to be? To have their own characters, their own inventory, be able to play the fishing game, all of the above. The portal is for everybody, It is for all of us to develop, to play, to have a good time. So you guys might log in. You might be fishing against Ranger Chris. How about that? So, yeah, it's going to be cool stuff. So it's going to bring a lot of things really to life. You guys excited about this weekend? We got Battle Royale this weekend. You know what? You know when it's PDL season. I see Dimes in the house. Good luck tonight, Vox and Arc. You know when it's PDL season? When the events start to kind of run together and when it's rapid fire. Last week, we really got back into it. So we had a match. We had a great Friday night. Now, it wasn't as great for you guys because I got to say, the loss kind of spanked you guys a little bit. Let's be honest. The heroes don't win all the time in Play Dead Live. It was a little rough night. The loss got you guys. You didn't escape the room. Hopefully, there'll be a better showing this week. Speaking of this week, we start this week off really tonight because we got a great match. No bosses, no cyborgs. Friday night, going to take everybody we got. So if you guys got a couple people that have not been, the attendance has not been super great and they haven't gained XP, put a little bug in there, put a little line in chat and say, hey, we need you on Friday night because the more people, then the better you guys do with the fighting, with the puzzles, with everything. So maybe shake that tree a little bit and make sure that we get as many people there as possible. That's Friday night. And then Saturday, that's right, Battle Royale is back. It is one of the top events that we do. People have been, when's the next one? You better believe it is this week. And 2 weeks from this Saturday, we've got Pet Battle Pro Tour. And I want to let you guys know, we plan on getting in. If you plan on being a part of the Pet Pro Tour, you need to make sure that you message me as quick as you can and get that 40,000 dead dimes in there because we have already gotten 6. We've gotten 10 spots reserved. That means we only have 6 spots left. We will not go over 16. It is single elimination. The winning player is going to get 200,000 dead dimes added to their career earnings. So that is going to probably put them up in first place. It's going to pay 7 spots. So even if you're against top-notch competition, as long as you finish in the top 7, you got a chance to get on the earnings list. 6 spots remain. And once I get those last 6 RSVPs, it's booked. Then you're not getting in. So single elimination can be a lot of fun. All right. Something we haven't done in a little while. We'll get to tonight's bundle. We got great gear for you guys. New item. and I'm going to take you to player control points. We're about, actually, sorry, I'm going to back you up from player control points because we did have a rescheduled match. We were going to be playing, Monday night was going to be the battle for first place. You got Mir at 10-6. You got Sly at 9-6. Whoever won that match would have leaped into first place. Right now, Mir a half a game ahead of Sly because they played one more game. So again, Mir 10-6, Sly 9-6. Tonight, we got a couple teams that have been playing about 500 lately. Arc dropped a couple close ones. VOX was on a hot streak. Then VOX hit a little bit of a wall. They've been out a couple players. So you can see tonight we got Arc at 6-9, VOX at 6-10, trying to get a little bit more momentum. 4 or 5 games to go in the regular season. Teams want to really start figuring it out at this point to make sure they get good momentum in the regular season. Don't forget, you don't want to finish last. You want to finish first or second, but the team that finishes last will get the number 1 Cyborg pick. There's that to look forward to. So our next couple months, we've got Cyborg Draft, we got Max Awards, we've got our tournament, and we've got next season what the biggest and the best. The Morgue has been the best so far. The next season, which is going to be called, I'm not telling you. It's going to be called I'm not telling you. It's going to be the most. It's going to be the most fun. It is going to be an absolute blast, and I mean blast, because there's going to be some blasting in the next season. All right, we've got Monday. We got Sly at Arc. Arc, another home game, back to back to back. Don't get too comfortable because you'll be on the road soon. Sly and Arc, Red Wedding. That's always a lot of fun. Mir and VOX, Red Wedding. And then February 27th, we got Sly at VOX, Speed Racer. And the last time Sly went to VOX, I know that Craven wasn't there, but it was an absolute beatdown. VOX put some things on Sly that Ajax couldn't get off. So we'll see what that's all about, and we'll see who's trying to leapfrog up in the standings. So we still got another month of regular season, and then we get into the playoffs, Max Awards. Speaking of Max Awards, these are some things that you guys are going to be able to use to help guide you a little bit with Max Awards. These are not the Max Awards, but this gives you a strong indication of different players. It gives you a strong indication of versatility, MVP, who's on multiple lists. You can take a look at it. You got Moonshot, got 10 gold bars. Samurai, Deadly Dimes, Kel, Deacon, Assassin, Julia, all with 6, 4 gold bars behind. Is there time to catch them? I don't know. DZ, Crimson, staking a pretty big claim to DZ. We do have Cat in action tonight. So we got Dow in action tonight. So we'll see how, if they can make a little move there. Rover, Ruffled Feather, part of the Rover. That is, kind of the lethal. Dow with 7 Ruffled Feathers. A whole lot of Arc up there in Craven. Range Rover, Father Ron in action tonight. 14 Range Rovers. Question is he going to be playing the Rover tonight? He does, but just because he plays it doesn't mean you know how to stop him. I don't know if he's playing it tonight, but he has been playing it pretty often. 14 tires for Father Ron. You got Julia, Deadly Dimes up there as well. Tank, we got Justice tonight, 12 cannonballs. Craven with 9, Jim with 8, B-Dub with 6, and you can see the rest of the order. And then Justice with those gold orbs as well. So, a lot of things to consider. And I just got spot number 11 is reserved. 5 spots remain if you're going to play in that big epic pet battle. Only 5. Never know when it's going to fill up. All right, that is that's PCP points. And don't give me in chat right now your MVP. But let me ask you guys, do you have a feeling at this point of a couple of players that you're already thinking about are the most valuable in the league this season? Are there a couple names that you've seen, that you've watched play, that might be on some list that you're saying, you know what, that's a pretty dang good player. Now, there still might be time for somebody to pass them, but you look at some of these and you're thinking like, there's some people on multiple lists that do a lot of things. So anyway, I just want the seed to be planted, because here's the deal, okay? Here's the thing. You guys love battle royales. You guys love swarms. You guys love faction wars. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. My favorite event is the Max Awards. The Max Awards is my favorite PDL event of all the things that we do because it is a night to celebrate all the things that all of you guys do. There's surprises, there's recognition, there's great music, there's good giveaways, but the Max Awards to me is so far above everything else. Now, it's because I'm not playing it, right? I'm not in the faction wars. I'm not in those things. So for me, it's really a step to give a really nice, a nice shout out, nice level of appreciation. All right. Speaking of nice items, oh yes, here it is. If you don't know what this cape is all about, it is time you learn because first of all, it's beautiful. It's got amazing stats and it's double disperse. So that means you could, in essence, one time per match using disperse, you could turn a rapture into the damage of a Goliath. That's how good that disperse is. So maybe when I say it like that, you'll understand it a little bit more, how cool that is. So it can basically, and you get that effect. That's what disperse does. It adds 20% extra damage to those specialty grenades. Yeah. Add it to a red eye, and it's doing more. All right, here you go. Silver Bundle, ASC Iron, Absorption by request. Owner Essence Restore by request. People are starting to want to stock up on the pet items to make sure they got enough to really guide them all the way through the championship. 5 post-battle pet revive. Hexite Dyneema, one of each of your waxes. Take you to the red. These we rolled out a couple weeks ago, but we got Cursed Red. Best PvP gem in the game. Krampus Ruby, PvE. Glyph of Ravage. Yeah, you might see more glyphs this season, more versatility, but here's some of the basic ones. Look at the damage on Ravage. Amazing. Put that on all your gear, all your weapons. Combat Orb, Frantic 5. Red Summon Skin, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8. Brand new glyph. If you like to stack somebody, load them up. I know somebody, and you know I won't go through it, but I know a player that used to stack a lot of base, a lot of Hulk glyphs, and they were extremely hard to kill. Their bosses were almost impossible to kill. Well, look at the bolster now. Bolster is B12. B12. Awesome stuff. Go over to the gold. Curse Blue. Krampus Sapphire. Secure. You like health? You like base? Now you got both. Look at the health on the Secure. Thrill Smoke. Lethal AP by request. Red Gel. Gold weapon skins by request. Seal Smoke. Platinum skins by request. Pet Juice. Pet Paste by request. One of each of those. Take you over to the green. Energy Orb. Arrowhead. Spider Silk. Curse Blast. There's your Ignition Gem. Keep stacking Ignition. Glyph of Carve. That is AP8. If you like to carve them up. Max Spark. Heal Smoke. Standard Ammo. Spray AP50. And take you up top. We've got Gold Summon Skins. Mythic Summon Skins. You better believe this is up there in the specialty zone. And remember, Silent Smoke counts as an attack. You don't drop that on somebody like a Fear Smoke. It is potent. It is a game changer. But it also is your attack phase if you use it by request. Do not get used to it. You will not see this on a regular basis. This is your Silent Smoke. And I'm going to take you guys to the most beautiful cape we've ever put in play. What you guys like this? Is this rocking it or what? Look, I would wear this. When I'm a player, this is what I would wear. You would not see me. I'd be like stealthing, coming in my cape, my hood, and H800, D500, base 170, AP 140, all your stats you need. And I don't care if you have high damage weapon, if you have high AP stats. Disperse really allows you to do grenade damage without stacking a lot of ignition. Now, look, if you're a bomber and you're not all in for AP, you might say, hey, I got my ignition, I got my spurs, I'm still hitting harder than you. But what this does, if you're a PvPer or somebody that stacks other stats, well, once a game, you can get that big grenade shot because you got that disperse up there. That's why these gear abilities are so good, because you can stack what gear you want. You can stack what you want your player to be. You can pick what class you want. You can pick which legendaries you like to use. But the name of our game is stats. It is how you go about that. You can have the best legends in the game, and if you don't have APR and you don't have base, you are going to get slapped around like you've never been slapped around before in your life. So you got to have the stats. You got to have the gear. You got to have the talent. You got to have the strategy. You got to know what the items do. And then you got to go out and execute. All right. Kel, ton of bundles tonight. So I know how you guys are liking your cape. Gear abilities are like free moves, and gear does not make the player, but lack of gear will get you in a lot of trouble. So it is that combination. The best players in the game have both. They've got top tier gear. They've got legendaries that they have put a lot of time, a lot of energy and cultivated. And they spend a lot of time in the PDL archives looking up that next move, looking what that pet does, looking what that activation does, asking questions. That is what is super cool, super unique about our game. Craven has some Red Bull. I know he said, look, dude, I got my Red Bull. I'm watching. We got a lot of people here watching from other teams. They just want an entertaining game. Check this out. We've got Valar, Trigger, B-Dub, Crimson Jim, Ron, Flyrod, Craven, Busy, Cat, Moonshot, Bones, Jules, Dr. Die, Samurai, Dimes, Dow, Justice, Football, Vote, the Deacon, and you know the Deacon's going to be on this list because it's got Disperse. I guarantee you, Deacon, as soon as he heard this is a grenade cape, he's like, Kel, we got to talk, Kel. So, yes, absolutely. This is legit, y'all. Okay. I'm pretty fired up. You guys might have guessed. So, if you are playing tonight and you're in the starting lineup, if you are Cat, Dr. Die, Justice, Ron, Jim, Julia, Valar, or Dow, those 8 players, I need your pre-match buffs. That's what I want to see on the screen right now. Look at the elementals. Look at the Eli. Look what people are protecting. Look what people might try not to protect. Maybe they try to sneak it in there. It's like, yeah, I don't need 2 pieces of Eli tonight. And then you swipe something away from them. Never know. We got waiting on 2 more players. We got Jim in the house. So I see Julia, Dr. Die, Buford, Valar. All right, looks like we got all 8, everybody. Okay, well, here's tonight's order. Let's get down to it. You don't have to worry about bosses tonight. You don't have to worry about Kangs tonight. But you do have to worry about how you're going to score points tonight, because points will be a premium. Take you down to the Arctic Arc location. And it is cold. Don't forget, you end up in the no zone. You might be slow to get out. We got hecklers already. Craven's like, Valar, oh, look at that. Oh, Valar's going to be heckled tonight. I see it. Okay, here's tonight's starting lineup, everybody. I'm going to take you down to Team Arc, who is playing at home in the Bomber Zone. We got Valar in the Bomber Zone. Diagonally across from Valar, going first for Team VOX, we got Dr. Die in the Bomber Zone. Kick it back over to the Rover Zone. Number 2 in order for Arc is the Assassin Julia Muse, followed by, in the Tank Zone, Justice in that Tank Zone. New player, super, super experienced, driving points. Justice will be followed by Gemstone, and she will be the captain tonight. And followed by Gemstone will be followed by Kat in the DZ. Kat will be followed by Dow. Dow will be followed by Ron in the Rover Zone, and Ron is also the captain. So captains for tonight, Jim and Ron, they have the lightning bolts. Challengers for tonight are Dr. Di and Julia. So again, be smart with your challenges. I make mistakes just like all of you guys. Do it the right way. Challenge it. We'll analyze it, and we'll try to make the best possible decision to make sure that we have a good game. And, above all things, we want the game to be accurate, and we want the players to have fun. So with that being said, Valar, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to get your move in. There is no speed bonus tonight, but we're not going to time you. We are going to try to keep players to about 20 seconds just to keep the match moving. Let's see if we learned anything from the speed games that makes the whole game faster. I think it will be. I think just by playing those, the games are going to be smoother. So, Valar, you're up, and Valar's going to be like, boss to Main Street. She is playing Faust already. All right, so we're going to have a little creativity tonight with some of the pets. All right, so Valar is playing All right, Valar is playing Faust on Julia, and that will give her a 20% bonus to any PCP points that she gains this game. Gonna steal Cat's blue. Deity Ring on Ron. Flourish Wand. I'm gonna put that over there, and let's get that green up there. Ron says wait. And I got to move a couple things just to get the order so the match will go a little bit quicker. So give me 1 second. Just get the scoreboards where they need to be. All right. And I'm going to go Pet Repel, Absorption, and Inferno to Strawman. All right, so Valar going to go Pet Repel, Absorption. She's going to try to put out a Strawman. Ron, you will get a Pet Repel and a Seal for free. Sadly, you will not be using any smokes this game. Diana C's like, put those flames up there. Calm down, Diana C. Don't make me send you over to the corner. Just chill, okay? You're learning from Ron. That might not be the best example. Red, blue from Justice. All right, let's get that blue in play. And that is going to stop the straw man. So quick recap. We got red Faust going to Julia. That is going to give Julia a plus 20% on all of her PCP points. Steel Cat's blue. Deity Ring on Ron. No smokes. Flourish Wand is good. Pet Repel, Absorption. And the Straw Man is shut down. All right. Let's go over to Queen Challenger. I haven't even started the game, and VOX is challenging. All right, Diana C., you're up. Rod, Seal, Spruce to Temple with a little mass destruction. All right, Rod, give her a seal. Let's put out that temple flame. All right. So mass destruction is going to add 1% to all of VOX's attacks. That is Ron, that is Justice, and that is Cat. We'll all get a 1% bonus. And good stuff. Let's go from Dr. Die over to Julia. Julia, you're up. 20 seconds to get your move in. Julia's going to go Sleet Wand to their wall. All right, we got a little icy Arctic stuff going on already. And Diana, see, I'm gonna make Rod very visible so we don't miss him. Okay. All right, let's get that ice wand in play. Julia's gonna hop into Rover. She gets a tire. Julia's tire is worth 30 points as opposed to 25 because of Red Faust. She's going to move to the temple. She's going to move to the temple stairs. Going to play Absorption and Seal. Ron's going to use Prevention on the Spruce. Ron's like, you ain't putting out the temple fire. Going to use Hinder on Justice, -1. And Julia, where are you playing the red vessel? On which vehicle? All right, so Julia's playing now. Red vessel is +1 rage. It's giving her a +1 with her Rover. And I will likely have the difference between a vessel, red vessel, gold vessel, mythic vessel, hopefully by this weekend. Julia has upgraded it, not knowing what the red does yet, but it does still add the +1 rage. And she's adding that to herself. All right, Sleet Wand. Hop into Rover. Move to the temple stairs. Red vessel, Absorption, Shield, or Seal, Spruce, and Hinder Justice. So Julia with a +1 on a Rover, Justice with a -1. Justice, you're up. We got Justice, Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. All right. Justice is moving to the temple steps. He could have went in the temple, but he did not. So I have to keep you there, Justice. Going to play Rod. Going to play a Seal. Inferno to Strawman with Mass Destruction. All right, we got everybody from VOX +2. Extra damage. Jim says wait on the Inferno to the Strawman. We got double Mass Destruction played first 2 turns. Does stack. Gold blue from Jim. All right, Jim playing the gold blue. Justice does not have the gear absorption, so it is going to take him down to 80%. Temple steps, Rod, drops the seal, hasn't resolved yet. Inferno stopped, and mass destruction to buff his team. Let's go over to Gemstone from the tank zone. Jim, your first move. Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. All right, Jim is going to drop a seal. All right. So Gale Wand is, and this works for tanks too. So all boats, all vehicles stay docked this turn. If they're out, they return. So the importance of this would be if Ron, Cat, or Justice got into any of the vehicles, those vehicles cannot move this turn. They can be occupied, but they cannot leave where they're currently docked. Okay? And the Gale Wand is an air wand. So purple wand is out of play. You're going to play red rod. Spruce to Temple Flames. It's going to get rid of the flame. Seal, Gale Wand, red rod, spruce. All happens. Let's go from Jim over to Cat. So if Cat were going to release a Scarage this round, she would not be able to, because that Scarage is not going to leave where it's parked. See what Cat has in store. All right, Cat's going to play Rod. Going to drop a seal. Inferno to Strawman and Mass Destruction to give everybody a +3. And VOX is going to light the first Strawman. That is going to break Cat's absorption. And we got some fire burning. Rod, Seal, Inferno, and Mass Destruction. Let's kick it over to Dow. Dow, your move, and then we'll go to the Messenger of the Lord. Dow's going to Faust himself. You know? Sometimes when you're a little lonely, you have no choice. So Dow is going to And Dow, I'm sorry, you cannot Faust yourself. That is specific for allies, ally, PCP, aura, or an enemy. So Faust cannot be self-played. But since you played Faust, you can pick a target. It does stack, so you can pick Julia, you can pick somebody else. So Dow's going to play Faust. And that is going to give Julia another 10 points, going to give her a 30% PCP bonus. Aqua to Strawman, Absorption, and Max Seal. Aqua's going to put out the flame. Now, that does not make the tires she already got worth more. It was the state of which she got it. So any future PCP points will be 30%. All right, so Faust to Julia, Aqua to Strawman, Absorption, and a Max Seal. Let's kick it over to Father Ron. Father Ron, final move of round number 1. All right, Ron is going to get into Rover. And Ron is going to gain a tire, we think. Going to turn Dow into an engineer. Going to play Mass Destruction. VOX with a 4% bonus. All right, Rover's good. Turns Dow into an engineer is good. He's going to get a tire. Gold Blaze the wall. And red gel to Strawman, Jim. It's either going to hit, or if there's multiple things, you can type it and you can say wait. And then we'll figure it out. And Villar, you're up next, so be ready to go with your move. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit in round number 2. Now we got a feel for gameplay. No, it does not. I explained that earlier. He can occupy it, but he can't move, which he did not do. So it either stays docked, or if it's out, it goes back. So had the wand been played after he was out, he would lose that ability. Okay? Sends it back to where it came from. Not the player, but the vehicle. All right, so Gold Psycho from Jim. So Gold Psycho to Ron will break his gear absorption. Jim, does everything else hit? All right, Ron, you got a tire. Congratulations. And you also broke the frost on the wall. So, Ron, 25 points for the tire. Blaze, Rover, Engineer. Standard ammo and mass destruction is a +4 across the board. All right, at the end of the round, let's put Justice and the Roadrunner in the temple. Julia and her Rover go in the temple. We will get a blessing for Julia. We get a blessing for Justice. We're going to get a halo for Cat. We're going to get a halo for Dow. Straw Man is going to be 0-0. DZ is going to be 25-25. Temple Occupy, Justice, and Julia. All right, looks pretty good in round number 1. Round number 2, Valar, you're up. 20 seconds to get your move in. Valar going to send her for points. Seal, Inferno Grenade to Straw Man with some mass destruction. Valar adding mass destruction. VOX with a +4. Yes, you do occupy the rover zone because you didn't move. So what the Gale Wand does is if something is docked, it doesn't allow you to move. If something is out, it returns it to where it is or where it initially came from. And it does that without you. So if you get in the tank and somebody uses a Gale Wand and you're out of the tank zone, it's going to move the tank back to your zone without you. If you're in the tank zone, you stay in it. Gold blue from Ron. Gold blue going to Valar is going to break her absorption. 1 blue remaining. All right, Cinder is good. Seal is good. Inferno to try to light the Straw Man on the arc side. Unsuccessful. Ron fighting for it. Let's go from Ron over to Dr. Die. Dr. Die, start of your turn. First rod of the game is going to do what he does. He's going to steal that block. Black block is off the board. All right. This is just a little bit of a learning experience. Pet Repel is good. But Rage, not going to give you a benefit because the Inferno doesn't need juice in order to do more damage. But it does hit. You do light the first Straw Man. And the Inferno is going to break your seal because that 10% lashback damage that you're going to get there. All right, let's go from Dr. Die. So she played Ace to get a rage boost. Normally that'd be great if she was hitting the wall, but she played Pet Repel. The Inferno is going to light it if it hits regardless. It's not going to light it if it stopped. So the extra rage, no help on that play. Let's go from Dr. Die over to Julia from the Temple. All right, Julia's going to leave the Temple. She's going to head over to the Rover Zone. Going to play Pet Repel. And Red Primus. And Ron, let's go ahead 10% to her grenade attack. So here's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with S6 Rapture loaded. Mass Destruction. Ark's now got a +2 working. VOX has a +4. So S6 Rapture for the teardrop, plus a 10% kicker on top of it for the Primus. Justice is going to use a legendary. He's going to play Horus. Stop that grenade shot. And remember, Julia's also got the +1 on her rover. So that was an S7 plus an extra 10% with the teardrop, unlimited range because of the rover, but Justice shuts it down. Good move all the way around. All right, let's go from Julia over to Justice. Justice, start of your turn. Rod is going to go over and is going to steal block number 2. So Vox getting a couple early blocks without the grenades. Green block off the board. So we got Justice, Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. Got Vox playing the pet. Got Ark with some aggressive grenade attacks early on. These matches are always fun because it's interesting to see how people are going to get their points. Red Blaze to Strawman. Pet Repel. Going to hinder Julia. Give her a -1. All right, so you're going to go Red Blaze to light a Strawman and Inferno to light another Strawman. Red Blaze going to light Strawman number 2. And Inferno, Jim, for Strawman number 3. All right, we got Vox. 3 lit. Blaze, Pet Repel, Inferno, and a hinder to Julia. All right, let's go from Justice over to Gemstone. Gemstone, start of your turn, and this did not work out well for Diana C. or for Jim. Black block taken by Rod. So that black block is off the board for both teams. Got Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. Give Jim about 10 more seconds to get her move in. Nope. Nope. Split it up into 2 lines. Or if one of you guys see it, cut and paste it for me so we all see it. I see you, but I don't see your move. I see that it's typed and see me, but I don't see the move itself. There you go. That's better. Move to temple. Repel. So hold up, Ron. Let her type the whole move. This is going to be multiple lines. So move to temple, repel, absorb. Mass destruction, Orcus to justice, and Spruce to strawman. There you go. All right, so third mass destruction. So let's move Jim from the tank zone up to the temple. Now, Orcus actually goes to a player, Jim. You had it right. It'll splash the strawman, but you target a player. All right, so Orcus goes to justice. That's going to break justice pet repel. Going to splash the strawman in the process. Spruce to strawman is then going to put out the second flame, so 1 flame remaining. Temple, repel, absorption, mass destruction, Orcus to justice, Spruce to strawman. All good. Let's go over to Cat. Cat, you're up. Start a Cat's turn. Look at VOX taking down half a wall with no grenades. All right, another green block. Roxy to strawman. Cat going to light up strawman number 2. Going to go absorption. Going to hinder Jim, give her a -1. And Inferno, Jim. Roxy lights 2. Inferno going for 3. And a hinder. So after we find out if the Inferno hits or not, then we'll go to Dow. All right, it does hit. So number 3. And this inhalation from the strawman is going to get rid of Cat's absorption that she just played. All right, Dow, you're up. 20 seconds, Dow. We got Dow, then we got Ron, and we'll get some subs in. All right, Dow's going to portal to their DZ. Orcus to Justice. Orcus will break his seal. It'll splash flame number 3. Gonna Fear Smoke Cat into the no zone. Gonna Max Sparker to slower in the no zone. Aqua to Strawman. Gonna put out number 2. All right. Move to their DZ. Orcus. Ron says hit. Ron says wait. Cost you 25 points, Ron. Type it. Yep, he's going to Pontiff it. He knows, and he knows it's worth it. All right, they're going to Pontiff the Fear Smoke. Okay, so back that up. Moves to their DZ. Orcus hits. Breaks Justice Seal, puts out a flame. Aqua puts out another flame. Drops the Fear Smoke. Fear Smoke would move Cat out. Ron initially hits. He said, charge me to 25. It wait. He plays the Pontiff. Pontiff backs out the Fear Smoke, keeps Cat in the DZ. Puts a Max Spark on Cat, still slows her down, and then the Mass Destruction for Team Arc. All right, good stuff all the way around and using the Legendary. Ron, final move of round number 2. All right, Ron's go head over to the tank zone in the rover. Absorption. Going to play a hinder on Julia. Give her a -2. She does have a +1 on her rover, so it'd be a net -1. Dune to Strawman. Spread flame number 2. All right, just know Ron is in the tank zone, y'all. Tank zone, Dune, Inferno to Strawman, Absorption and Hinder. And that's going to be Strawman number 3. All right, that is the end of round number 2. Captains, give me your subs. At the end of round number 2, I've got Justice in the Temple, getting a blessing. Jim getting a blessing. Second round, Justice has been in the Temple. First round, Jim has been in the Temple. All right, we see where Julia is. We see where Ron is. DZ is going to be 0-0. Dow held down that one, made it 0. Nobody got the other one. They do both get halos. Strawman, we got 15 points for VOX. 0 for Arc. Trigger coming in for Dr. Die. Trigger will be at 80% life. We've got Sheila coming in for Valar. Sheila will be 80% life. Elevation. Cat is going to lose her seal. Dow is going to lose his seal. He keeps his absorption. Everybody else should stay the same. We got buffs from both players. All right. All good, everybody. The order is going to be as follows. It's going to be Sheila. Some call her Sweetness because the way she plays Clash football. Over to Trigger. Julia. Justice. Jim. Cat. Dow. And Ron. Again, Sheila, Trigger, Julia, Justice, Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. And Dow says they're playing Squid, my worst nightmare. All right, who is playing Squid for Team Arc? Don't remind me. Let me do this on my own, everybody. Dow. All right, Team VOX. Who is going to play Squid for you? He's like, I want Craven Light to play. All right, so it's going to be Dow versus Cat. Okay. Take you to the Squid stage. All right, we've got Dow. Put Dow here. We've got Cat. We'll put Cat here. All right, Dow, you get to bid. So you can bid 1 to 10. Dow's going to bid 4. Cat, you can let him have it at 4, or you can bid higher. All right, Cat's going to bid 5. Dow, you can let her have it at 5, or you can bid higher. All right, so Dow is going to let her have 5, and he's going to play Interval. Interval is going to give her 10 seconds to get 5. All right, so 1 second before I start this. I'll read out the list in a second. I'm just looking up points, so just chill for a second. Okay, so as a reminder, each squid could be worth 50 points each. Okay? I'm sorry, 15. 15 points each. If she fails to get 5, Ark will get 50 points. They get 50 points as a default. Also, if she fails, she'll take 50% damage. If she gets it, Dow will take 50% damage. Okay? So, 15 points for each one. If she gets all 5, that's going to be 75 points. If she doesn't get all 5, Ark will get 50. And then 50-point damage will be dealt to either Dow or to Cat. She's going to have 10 seconds, so this is going to go fast. All right. Cat, if you're ready, give me a 999, and I will give you 5 things that you're going to need to find. All right. So, Cat, I need you to find a watch, a pair of scissors, a flag, a domino, and an ashtray. Watch, scissors, flag, domino, ashtray, go. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I need an answer right now. Before the screen turns. All right, let's see if she got it. 53162. A lot of files here. 1 second. I got to get, there we go. All right, back to it. Okay. 5, 3, 1, 6, and 2. She does get it. 75 points, Team VOX. All right, 75 points for the squid. VOX. 0 for Ark. And 50-point damage going to Dow. 5 seemed a little light. For, even at 10 seconds, we've seen 5 before. All right, we've got Summon Dune. Sheila going to put out a straw man. Going to go heal and seal. Sheila's like, hell with his straw man business. I'm rolling up my sleeves, baby. Sheila with an M7 Elmo to the wall. It's like, enough of the gimmicks. It's showtime. That's what I like about the Shaman. M7, Blue Spark, Saint Elmo. Get it done, Sheila. Ron says wait. Gold blue from Trigger. That is the final blue of the game. For Team VOX. Sheila making them work. All right, bring Sheila back to 90%. Let's go from Sheila over to Trigger. You might be right. Ark, do you guys have them with one left and the Horus was used? Just verify you got them with one left. Justice used Horus, Julia. He used a legendary. Yep, one left is good. We agree. All right. And that was a gold blue from Trigger, which means I'm going to have Shaman down to 70%. All right. Luna Lamp to Justice. That means Justice going to be able to play 3 S8s. I'm going to say he used Psycho, maybe? Julia? Hold on. We'll give her a challenge. Let's find out. She is correct. Justice did use red blue on the first play. All right. Yeah, Julia's correct. Ron, you guys lose your challenge. Next challenge is going to cost you guys 25 points for delay a game because we had to go all the way back to round 1. Justice did use red blue on the first play of the game. All right. We clear? Everybody good? No blues remaining for VOX. All right. So 10 of y'all are wrong, and Julia was right. So good job keeping up with it, Julia. Everybody else, you chime in? Don't. It's just too confusing. All right. Luna lamp. Now I got to get back to the move after all of that. Luna lamp is good. Gold Dune. Going to spread to the straw man. Going to steal Dominari from Gemstone. Gem has no Dominari. M7 Elmo. Mass Destruction. Heal and Seal. Heal and Seal is going to take her up to 90. All right, so Gemstone, now we're back to you. You got an M7. Elmo loaded. Aimed at the trigger. I'm assuming that's at the wall, but you can clarify for me. All right, Elmo's going to be plus 10 because it hits. M7, extra damage from Mass Destruction. 5% extra damage. Plus her first turn move. Grenade, wax, gladiator effect, trigger. Taking down double blue blocks. Nice job. All right, let's go from trigger over to Julia. All right, Julia's going to head over to the tank zone with all this stuff. Man, that is like a loaded vehicle you got there for sure. Going to throw some torment over to Ron. Going to play Sirs. Sirs going to get rid of all of her negative hinders. So his negative 2s, Ron. F5 St. Elmo. Going to haunt Justice to lower his damage. All right. Tank zone is good. Sirs to get rid of negative effects. Ron says it hits. All right, it's an F5 Elmo. With the +1, S6. Good shot. Slightly less than Triggers, but she's at a higher point in the wall. Julia getting 10 points from the Elmo. And taking down a couple green blocks. Julia with 2 green blocks. She's also going to play Chromica, getting points any way you can. Elmo with a Chromica combo, taking down a couple green. VOX still with a slight wall lead because the rods they played earlier. All right, let's go from Julia over to Justice. Justice got a little bit of hinder, also with a haunt. Going to go Roxy to Strawman. Going to light up Strawman number 4. Going to go with some Heal and Seal. Also Absorption. Going to haunt Julia to lower her damage. Turnabout's fair play, I suppose. And Elmo loaded to the wall with no juice. Justice with a -1 hinder. He gets the extra damage from the Elmo, but not the extra juice. The hinder won't matter because there's no juice on it anyway. Justice. 25% of a blue block. 25%. You got 75 blue remaining. Walls are decent. But you did spread a flame to Strawman number 4. Let's go from Justice over to Gemstone from the Temple. Justice did get 10 points from the Elmo. So that's 2 Elmos that VOX has thrown this round. All right, Jim's going to put Torment on Justice. Smart move. Waited till after his turn. Get the Torment played. Going to Spectral the Strawman. Put out one of the flames. Haunt Trigger to lower her damage. F4 Vlad's loaded to the wall. Jim has a -1 hinder on. So we're looking like an F3 Vlad's. Ron, does it hit? F3 Vlad's verdict to the wall. You guys hear me? Everybody there? Still coming through? All right. Thank you, Ron. All right, it hits. Gemstone. Taking down 1 blue block with the F3. Saw the power of these walls. We got VOX with 75% of a blue remaining. We got Arc with 2 blue remaining. All right, let's go from Gemstone over to Cat. We got Cat, Dow, and Ron. All right, Cat's going to DZ Portal. All right. Cat, you have a max spark on you. You're slowed. No penalty for the movement. No juice. And no pet. So it doesn't affect any of those moves. So you can still be stunned, but you cannot be slowed again. All right, give you a Seal and Thrill. Oh, you did play a pet. Sorry. You don't get to Seal and Thrill. Back that up. No Seal and Thrill for Cat because she played Dune. So Dune will light a Straw Man. Haunt Gem for damage. And she does get the Inferno. And Inferno is going to light Straw Man number 5. Also going to take Cat down to 90%. All right, Portal's good. Dune is good. Inferno's good. Haunt is good. No smoke. Let's go over to Dow. Dow, you're up. Got VOX now with 5 straw men. All right, Dune to straw man, heal and seal, and addendum. Ron says wait. All right, Dune's going to put out a flame. Dow's going to throw a denim. Justice is going to intervene the grenade. And Dow's going to get the heal and seal. All good. Ron, you're up. Ron's going to move to the DZ. Gonna haunt Sheila to lower her damage. Roxy's gonna be straw man number 6. Now has a psycho with a tunic. It's like, man, you guys dress your psychos up. All right, we've got Roxy's good. Dow with the mythic. Going to shut down the shot. Ron's going to use the absorption. It will break Ron's absorption. But the 15, it's carried over. Ron will use his absorbability, and he'll be able to keep his seal. Nice. Roxy's good. Movement is good. Damage is good. Straw man is not lit up. All right, I've got end of the round. Ron with a halo. Dow with halo number 3. Cat halo number 3. VOX 50 points with the straw man. Blessing for Jim. Blessing for Justice. DZ. 25 points for VOX. 0 for ARC. Straw men have been given. DZ's been given. Occupies. And the temple. Got Jim and Justice both in the temple. All right, round number 4. Sheila, you're up. 20 seconds. All right, Sheila's going to put Cosmic Serpentine on Ron. So, Ron, you're going to be slowed. For 2 turns, but the slow ability will not persist through halftime. So you'll be slowed this round. Summon Rage, Heal Smoke, S8 Red Eye loaded. And going to put Hinder on Justice if the Red Eye hits. And Ron, that does count as the first leg of a slow. It's like a max spark. So, Sheila S8, Rage. Going to make it 9, 10, 11. Cat, going to use a prevention. Arc's got him burning to prevention. Sheila, you might be the most aggressive, and they're coming after you. Cat with the tank page 1. We're shutting it down. All right, let's go from Sheila over to Trigger. Trigger, you're up. All right, Trigger can play Mythic Orbital on the wall. Could be worth 22 if the wall completes. Going to put a max seal on Cat. All right. So she's using her Lost Vest. And S8 Elmo loaded to the wall. So Mythic Orbital's good. Blue Spark. Sheila's going to stop it, so we're not going to calculate the damage. But she does have a Lost Vest for that extra grenade damage. But Sheila shutting it down. Max Seal is good. Orbital's good. Everything else, nada. All right, kick it over to Julia. Julia in the tank zone. You're up. Julia going to head over, try to get some DZ points. Julia, you do pick up a double absorption on your way from the Flourish Wand. Julia's double absorbed. Dust to Justice. So not only is he tormented, he's now dusted. Gold Spectral Snake. Going to put out one of the flames on this side. 4 still lit. Denim to Strawman. Going to put out number 4. 3 are lit. All right, moves to DZ. Spectral Snake, Dust, Denim, all good. Go from Julia over to Dust to Justice. He is not able to enrage yet. And a little nerf action. Walls are, got VOX up by about 1 1/4 blue blocks. But certainly Ark's been putting some heat on, burning blues and preventions and a lot of stuff. Ron will prevent a kitchen sink if you throw it at him. Give Justice about 20 seconds. After Justice, we got Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. And then we got halftime. Both teams playing a good game. Again, remember, points are hard to come by tonight. Justice says, let me send her for points. Gold Spark Gem. We would call that a facet. Just turn Gem into a facet. And Inferno to Strawman. Jim, Justice trying to light Strawman number 4 again. It hits. All right, we're going to light it back up. Justice, that Strawman is going to break your absorption. All right, no longer has absorption. Cannot be tormented again. Still has dust. And we go from Justice over to Gemstone. Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. You're just tuning in. Arc, 2 blues remaining. Fox, no blues. Maybe some prevention sprinkled in with both teams. Some have been used. All right, going to put another hinder on Justice. I got him at -2. Dune to Strawman. Going to put out 4. Got a blue gel shot, Ron. Ron says, wait. Gold Psycho from Cat. Ron's like, hey, let me use some Psychos. Gold Psycho going to Jim. Going to break her absorption. It is gold, so it won't carry over into the seal. Dune is good. Hinder's good. Blue gel is shut down. 1 Psycho remaining for Team VOX. All right, let's go from Jim over to Cat. Going to blaze that straw man. Going to light up number 4. Seal and Thrill and an Inferno. See if it hits, Jim. It hits. All right. Inferno is going to light up straw man number 5. And because an Inferno is going to break Cat's seal, but she does have a Seal and Thrill that she's playing, waiting to resolve. All right, let's go from Cat over to Dow. Give Dow 20 seconds, and then we got Ron. Ron will be the final move to halftime. All right, Dow is going to, nice move there. Going to Talon Strawman number 6. Pretty smart. And Aqua to put out number 5. Well played. All right, Ron, you're up. Ron's going to Sir's Justice. Get rid of all those negative conditions. Ron doesn't like that haunt. He doesn't like that hinder. Smart play. Going Speed Potion. To the Bomber Zone. All right, Speed Potion is his potion. That's his buff. Sir's is good. Inferno. I'm going to Mind Flay Julia so she cannot ignite. No ignite for you, Julia. Gemstone. Does the Inferno hit? And light up Strawman number 5. All right, she can restart. Is Arc doing anything about the Inferno? Anybody can let me know that. So if you just want to post it for her, Julia, I can get to halftime. All right, it hits. Okay, we're going to light up that Strawman. And that is going to be number 5. Okay, captains, we are at halftime. Give me your substitutes. I've got Dow with Halo number 4. Cat with number 4. Julia, you are losing Pet Repel and your Seal because you are in the DZ. You do keep your 2 absorptions. Cat losing her Seal. Dow losing his Seal. And I have Arc gaining 25 in the DZ this round, 25-0. Cat in 1, Julian Dow had the other 2. Strawman, I got 50 points for VOX with 5. Justice in the Temple. Jim in the Temple. Four blessings to 4. All right, so we have Temple, DZ, Strawman, occupy areas. Dust smoke will disappear. All lingering smokes are gone. Put the players back in their zones. And we'll get the second half players in here. Rajin for trigger. Sniper Tim as an extra tank. All right, so we got Rajin, the ninja, coming in. Busy for Sheila, Pope extra DZ. Busy B is in, Shaman Sheila, heading over to the sidelines. Great job to all of you guys that came in so far as subs. All right, looks like we've got pretty good map set up here. Here's the order. We'll start with Busy and then go to Rajin. Then we go to Julia and then Justice. Jim, Cat, Dow, Ron, Pope, and Sir Tim. Again, Busy, Rajin, Julia, Justice, Jim, Cat, Dow, Ron, Pope, and Rajin. Pretty close game. And let's see if we got buffs for everybody. Do I have Rabbit's buff? Where you at, Rabbit? I see Tim and Cat. I see Pope. There's Rabbit's buff. What took you so long? You're usually first. All right, Busy. You're up. 20 seconds. Get your move in. Rajin starting out at 80% health. Busy starting out at 80% health. Everybody else at 100. Busy going to head over to the temple. Going to turn into a ninja. Going to bring out Rocky. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Gold Spark Sir Tim. Would make him M. It's a smaller version of Sir Tim. Heal and Seal. M7 Elmo Busy making her presence known. All right, Ninja, Rocky, Gold Spark somebody, Heal and Seal, M7 Elmo with a mass destruction. Getting the extra damage out of the Elmo. And Busy knowing how to throw attack with a little bit of juice on it. First turn, gear, and also grenade. How about Busy B? Taking down Double Blue. Nobody had Raptures. So it's slow going. But Arc just took a wall lead. Arc is now in the red. They're exactly in the red. And VOX, 75 blue remaining. All right, let's go from Busy over to Regine. Whoa, 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 Julia, jumping the gun there. Hold on, Tiger, hold on. All right, Regine, 20 seconds. All right, Regine, combustion. All right, let's Talon Ron to the temple. Heal and seal. M7 Red's Revenge hits. And Kat, who do you want to send out of the DZ? Pope or Dow? All right, and who do you want to send out of the tank zone? Sir Tim or Justice? So Dow, we're going to put you right here in the no zone. All right, we're going to put Tim is in the no zone as well, and he's slowed. All right, so Justice stays in the tank zone. Tim gets kicked out of the tank zone. And Dow gets kicked out of the DZ. One person in each zone. All right, M7 Red's Revenge hits. One of the stronger grenade shots of the night. Be a little stronger than those Elmos. And we are down in the red, so they got 75 blue remaining with red blocks. Blue block, red block. VOX back ahead of the game. Regine coming off the bench, taking the wall lead. All right, let's go from Regine over to Julia. Julia, your move. We might have saw some of it, but who knows? Maybe it changed. Julia going to head down to the bomber zone. She's got to walk down there. Slight movement. Going to turn Justice into Marty. She's going to heal and seal. F4 St. Elmo. All right, Ace as Moxie. Going to put out one of the flames, Ron. It's going to take you down to 4. Arc going with strategy early. They got them to use all their blues. Now they're picking away, looking like another team I've seen before. All right, Julia, 10 points for the Elmo. F5 to juice it up. You do have mass destruction, but you do also have mass destruction. All right, they are down to the red. Red block. Ike, these walls hurt tonight. Got to put some juice on them bad boys. All right. Let's go from Julia over to Marty. We skip Justice, and we go over to Gemstone. Gemstone, you're up. Arc pulling the mid-game Euclid on Justice. Just when you thought you were going to jump in a tank, Justice, you're a puppet. We got Gemstone and we got Cat. All right, Jim's going to jump in the tank. Gemstone, get a cannonball. Congratulations. 25-point cannonball for Jim. Jim's going to play the Torch Wand, which is a red wand. And it's going to cut Strawman points in half this round, Ron. And it is going to take the red wand out of play. She's going to send her for points. All right, gets in the tank. Torch wand, send her for points. S6 red revenge. Burning another prevention. Regine is going to stop it. That would have been a 6 plus a 5 from the tank. S11. You get the idea. Arc putting the pressure on VOX. VOX using the preventions like only they know how to do. All right, let's go from Jim over to Cat. Ion Jim from the tank. Jim is going to slide Shaw. Nicely done. Going to send a stasis over to Dow. Going to go heal and seal. And Inferno to the straw man. All right. Going to target Jim to move her out. Jim makes herself untargetable. Going to put a pet on Dow. Cat's going to heal and seal herself. An Inferno grenade for good measure. Jim does the Inferno hit, which would light up Strawman number 5. All right, it hits. Let's light it up. Cat will take the damage, which will take her to 90, but she'll get the heal and seal. Kick it back up there. All right, Ion stop. Stasis is good. Heal and seal will resolve. Inferno Grenade will light Strawman number 5, but the damage will be a wash. Let's go from Cat over to Dow. We got Dow, Ron, Pope, and Sir Tim. All right. Dow's like, he's like, hey, dude, since I'm out here, might as well throw it at the wall. Cat, no. Rajin combusted him. Dow's like, E7, Thrill and Seal, Smoke, Elmo loaded to the wall. Arc starting to tickle y'all with them Elmos. Ron hits or does not hit. We got Marty's and Elmos tonight. All right, add another Elmo for Team Arc. How about Dow with E7, Thrill and Seal? Dow, walls are tough tonight. You ain't mowing them down like the old days. However, you did get 2 red blocks. 1 red block remaining for Team Arc. 3 remaining for Team VOX. And let's give you a seal. All right, let's go from Dow over to Ron. Ron in the temple. Ron throwing a stasis over to Pope. Nicely done. M7 Carnage loaded to the wall with Echo. Let's see if it hits. All right, we got Gemstone. Says to wait. We'll see what happens. Pope with the prevention. Ron, they don't want you to have nothing. Spoiling Ron's fun. M7 Carnage. Shut it down. They don't like the juice on that, Ron. All right, Pope with the prevention. All right, speaking of Pope. Pope's turn. All right, gonna go E7, Trixie to both Stasis, Orcus to Ron, and a Max Seal. You guys are playing well tonight. Some good moves on both teams. You guys are watching, and you guys are enjoying this game with Arc and Vox playing at a high level. Give me a 999 in chat, because I think both teams doing a heck of a job. Got a couple Stasis out there, so at a minimum, Ron, they're going to have to burn. He had to burn an attack. Ron says it hits. E7 Trixie. Taking down both Stasis. Pope putting a lot of juice on it, as he should have. Going to play the Orcus on Ron. It's going to hit Ron's pet repel. And it's going to put out flame number 5. But no attack, or no attack on something else because of the Stasis. Smart move. E7 Stasis, E7 Trixie kills the Stasis, Max Seal, and also an Orcus. Good stuff there. All right, let's go from Pope over to Sir Tim. Tim, you are slowed because of friendly fire, because of the combustion. All right, Tim's going to turn into a priest. All right. Tim, legendary, plays a pet, which he can. Heal and seal. Movement. Hold on, Jim. Let me finish his move before you say wait. But he slowed to 50%. And the last thing he typed was the attack. So I can move you. I can play your pet. I can heal and seal you. But because the 50% negative, you don't get an attack. And that is the final move of round number 5. And you are still in the no zone, and you are still slowed, Tim. All right, let's count it up. We've got Cat getting a blessing. Blessing number 5. Got Pope getting a blessing. We got Ron. I'm sorry, they got halos. Ron getting a blessing. Busy getting a blessing. Ron in the temple. Busy in the temple. I have both Julia and Ron getting 150 Occupy bonuses. I've got VOX with 25 points. Points cut in half. We're going to round up to 13 because of the Fire Wand Jim played. So Vox would have gotten 25. They have 4 flames lit up, but half of it's going to be rounded up to 13. DZ. I've got Pope in 1. I got Cat in 1. We got 25 in the DZ. Temple's been given. Occupy's given. Strawman is given. DZ's given. We've got 1 round of 5 players. And then we got our starters coming back in. Busy Bee and Rocky in the house from the temple. Busy Bee, you're up. All right, Busy Bee and Rocky. Thrill Smoke, Silver Spark, S8, Lithium, loaded, Ron. Busy coming off the bench, hot. Not play it. What is up with Sheila and Busy tonight? It's like they came in on fire. Like no hesitation grenade tosses. But this is Ron, and you know it ain't going to be easy. There you go. Ron's like, nope, not going to be that easy. All right. Does so Rocky hits Ron. Okay. Busy taking down the final red block. So the lithium effect will not go through. Hold on 1 second. Okay, just making sure. Because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we had a pet kill a player, kill a wall. So, Busy she gets the credit for the gold bar. Even though Nolan kills the gold bar, Nolan's her pet. It's just like if your pet kills the person, you get the ruffled feather. But she does not get the lithium effect to do anything to Strawman. So because they prevented Busy's attack, then lithium is out of play. The wall does go down. Busy does get the gold bar, and we do reset the wall without a lithium effect either way. So brand new wall. And gold bar for Team Busy. And we have 1 wall to 0, which makes this game super, super close. All right. Good job, Busy. Way to get in the game. Way to make it known. I know you love using Rocky. Now Rocky's out of play. And let's go from Busy B over to Regine. Regine's on the clock. 3 red blocks remaining for Regine. And you guys know that those walls, that first wall has been a monster tonight. I mean, people have been using some serious firepower, and we just got our first wall down, and it was a pet adding to it. Crazy stuff. Regine, stasis, over to Julia. Thrill Smoke, Blue Spark, S8 Red's Revenge loaded to the wall. Gemstone says, wait. And Rabbit with the intervene. Not allowing Regine to get that S8. Look, Ron, did you and Vox switch places tonight? Because looks like, I mean, did you and Ark switch places? Looks like they're voxing you guys tonight. All right. Go from Regine over to Julia and Stasis. Let me put that Stasis on Julia, and I had it over by Jim. Sorry. So we got Julia. We got Justice, who will not be Marty on his turn. All right, Julia, going to go heal and thrill. M7 Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Echo. Oh my goodness, Ron! That is not the one you wanted to hit. Julia pulling a epic snowstorm out of freaking nowhere. All right, M7 with Echo with Thrill. 7, 8, 9. Black, green, green, 50% blue for Julia. And that snowstorm is going to randomly freeze one of those 3 blocks. All right, so here's the way it's going to go. Give me a second as soon as I find the dice. All right. We're going to use a 10-sided die because there's 3 possible blocks remaining. If I roll a 10, I'm going to re-roll it. 1, 2, or 3, it's going to freeze the first block. 4, 5, 6, second block. 8, 7, 8, 9 will be the third block. 10, we re-roll it. Here we go. It is a 6. 4, 5, 6 is the second block. Creates a little bit of a problem. Because now any damage that you would overkill stops. All right. Timely move there, and it worked out. You had a black block to start out. Justice, you're up. Justice, they need you in a big way, my man. You are no longer Marty. Justice, Jim, Kat, Dow, Ron, Pope, and Tim. All right, Justice says, let me get in the tank. Let's give Justice a cannonball, y'all. 25-point cannonball for Justice. Move over to this zone. Seal and Thrill. That is correct. Karen cannot be targeted. Because she is invisible. And she has not played any action since she was invisible. So, Justice, redirect your stasis to a different target. All right, going to send it over to Pope. So we have stasis on Pope. We got a stasis on Julia. Gets in the tank, goes to the steps. Stasis redirected. Seal and Thrill. Elmo with Disperse. Mythic Blue from Dow. Second blue of the game. Ark has 1 remaining. He just played a Seal and Thrill. And the absorption, and I'm pretty sure that's going to cut his damage down to 80. All right, but the grenade does not get through. All right, pets in play. 2 stasis. And Tim has a red Nolan. 3 passive pets are in play. All right, that's Justice move. We go to Jim. We got Jim, Cat, Dow, Ron, Pope, and Tim. And we'll have our final 4. Pretty close game. Good strategies. We got Mass Destruction in play tonight. We saw Snowstorm in play. We got Stasis in play. Both teams doing it. All right, Jim playing Red Dark Nolan. M7 Echo, Thrill Smoke, Ron. And Arc broke out the Elmos tonight. Holy Toledo. This is a record for Elmos. Death by paper cuts, Ron. Let's see if Ron's got anything for that M7. 7, 8, and she's in a tank, y'all. This is going to hurt. Gemstone, biggest hit of the night. She got a point of hinder. But Echo is going to keep her M7 M7. She got Thrill Smoke, which makes it an 8. We're in round number 6. That is looking like an S14. Elmo to the wall. Give her 10. S14 shot of the night. 50 blue. Blue, blue, and red. Go from Gemstone over to Cat. Cat Arc suddenly got crazy with the walls. They are a complete wall ahead. Let's see if Cat's got some magic before we get over to Dow. All right, Cat's going to break out the red Nolan. Going to send Dust Smoke over to Jim. Pretty smart since she's chilling in the tank. Going to Gold Spark Jim. I've already used the facet joke, so I'll use it again. Turns her into a facet. Never can not use a good joke enough times. And Inferno to Strawman. Inferno Strawman is going to like Strawman number 5. and is going to break Cat's seal. Gets the red Nolan out. Dust. Gold spark. A lot of stuff. Let's kick it over to Dow. Dow, your final move in round 6. All right, Dow is going to move to their DZ. Move to their DZ. Trixie to both Nolans. Interesting. All right. Cat loses her Nolan. Tim loses his Nolan. Ace to put out a flame. And Dust back to Justice. Jim and Justice getting the Dust tonight. Not the move I was expecting from Dow, but a good move. All right, let's go over to Ron. Ron, they're mixing it up on you tonight. Dow's like, you ain't taking no Nolans into the final round. Oh, Ron sliding down into their bomber zone. Sneaky Ron. Ron's going to Phoenix their wall. He's going to turn a red block into a blue block. That's a minus 25. It's a good use of a pet, Ron. And then he's going to S6 Mighty Mike it with Echo. Gemstone. Ron's in rebuilding mode. Does it hit? Ron, something tells me she ain't a fan of you throwing Mighty Mikes at her wall. Mythic Blue, and it's a weak wall. So that's why she's putting the Mythic Blue on you, Ron. Final blue of the game for both teams. All right. And that max seal that was on Ron. It lasted for a while. All right. Max Seal's going to be broken off of Ron from the Mythic Blue. All right. And you're not going to be able to Glacier that because no damage went through. Gotcha. Okay, my bad. That's my bad, Pope. I'm thinking pain. You're right. So Pope is going to use Glacier to freeze the wall as a DI to increase damage by double. So Glacier basically does, what the horse does to freeze the wall. All right, so he's using his cosmic ability to freeze that wall prior to his turn as a DI. Another good move. All right, so let's backtrack a little bit. Ron moves to the bomber area, plays Phoenix, turns a wall blue. S6 Mighty Mike, and Pope says Mythic Blue stops it, and then the damage goes to Ron. Pope also has a DI before his turn, playing Glacier to freeze the wall for double damage this round. Now we got Pope and we got Tim. Pope, you're up. Don't see Glacier often. And in fact, I think the last time we saw it, it was used to reduce damage, not to freeze the wall. So it's a good universal cosmic. Only freezes it for one round. It's not like Burnoose that is like a whole wall. It's just the next hit on the wall does double. S8 Lithium loaded to the wall with Ignite. Pope and Stasis leaving the DZ into the no zone Ron. It hits, and pretty smart to get the double damage with 3 blocks remaining with an S8 Lithium. Does take 25 less. But Pope, you can count on me like 1, 2, 3. Frozen Wall, S8. If you did the math, it's equivalent to an S16. No doubt about it. Pope with a gold bar. And we now got 2 walls to 0 from Team Arc. Now VOX is close on a wall. So it's not as lopsided as it looks, but Arc gaining a few points there. There's a lot of ways to get points still. And we're going to see it. All right, let's go from Pope over to Sir Tim. Sir Tim. And they do put out a flame with the lithium. And can I get a score check from you guys? I apologize. I need to find out if I put out that flame with the lithium. So what I'm checking to see if that was 5. So I'll get to Tim's move in a second. I don't want to double dip on the flames. Cat lit 5. Dal put out 5 with ace. And that lithium should have put out 4. All right, so it should be 3 flames. Yep, thanks, Ron. Sorry about that, y'all. I just had to walk it back through. All right, Tim. Red Blaze to Strawman. H9 Red's Revenge loaded to the wall. Now again, Tim, you're slowed to half speed. All right, Tim has to get in. Tim has to get in grenade range. All right, at half speed, Tim, that's going to cost you a turn to get in grenade range and get out of the arc frozen area. So I'm going to give you an option: pet or grenade. All right, so no pet. Normally the pets would be played first, but because he's slowed, he can't do everything he wants to do. He doesn't have enough moves, and he didn't use a speed potion. So no pet. He does get the max seal on Ron, so he gets the smoke, and he gets the grenade and the juice, but no pet. So Jim, you got H9 Red's Revenge to the wall from Sir Tim. Julia's going to intervene it, shut down the grenade attack. And this is still the tougher wall, but they're making it difficult, and they got that snowstorm in there too. All right, that is the end of round number 6, y'all. Give me your final 4. I'm going to go ahead and calculate a few points here. Dow able to get blessing number 5. Cat able to get, or halo number 5, number 6. Justice sneakily rotates in, and that's a way to get a golden orb right there, y'all. Justice gets the temple. Busy also gets it, so they got the same number of blessings, but that's the 5th time Justice, so 100-point gold orb for Justice. Now, Ark was trying to pound the walls to make up for that 100 they knew they were going to give up. So, it's both ways, right? We've got DZ00. Strawman. Ark able to make a little headway here. Got him back down to 15. So we got VOX with some Strawman. Got VOX with the gold orb. Ark with some serious wall damage and some gold bars. Hey, we got a pretty good one. All right, so starters coming back in. So it'll be Villar, Julia, Jim, and Dow. So Rabbit, great job to you coming in. Rabbit causing some havoc tonight. For real. Her and Sheila's crazy. All right, we got Sir Tim. Tim, they put some stuff on you to slow you tonight. But I think part of it was Cat combusting you. Friendly fire, not good for Tim tonight. But Tim bringing it. Trigger for Dr. Dye. So Regine heading out. Trigger back in the game. Closing it up strong here. So I've got Justice in his tank with the dust. Cat, Ron, Villar, Jim. Jim's gold sparked. Julia. All right, here's going to be the finishing lineup, y'all. Villar, Trigger, Julia, Justice, Jim, Cat, Dow, and Ron. Good luck. Finish strong. May the best team win tonight, everybody. Have some fun. And let's see. It's going to be a close one. Villar, like Craven said earlier, don't choke. If you choke, you'll get the Deadly Dimes Award. That's a max award. All right, Villar's going to go red Primus. You should add that extra 10%. Now remember, no hinders in the final round. Seal and Thrill, Max Spark to Cat. Slow Cat down. She's already been Max Sparked. So she cannot be slowed. But there are other things that can happen. All right, Villar. Oh, man, not fresh wall again. Ron, don't use all your prevention so you can't stop a snowstorm. Holy crap. All right, Villar. I will never blaspheme you again. Villar, grenade launcher, H9, 10. Now the wall's stronger than the last one. But maybe more importantly, Villar, black block, green block, 25% of a green block. And this is from her rocket launcher with all that juice. But we got another snowstorm, Ron. All right, 1 to 5. It's block 1. 5 to 10. It's the third block. All right, it's number 9. So blocks, wow. I mean, this is like an arc thing, right? Like you're in the ice capade and they're freezing blocks. That's madness. All right, Trigger, you're up. A whole lot of chilled walls there. All right, Trigger's going to head over to the temple. Now, here's the way this will work. Red Blaze is going to hit that first block that is not frozen. So Red Blaze is not going to break the damage on that wall. It stops before it gets to that wall. So Red Blaze would do something. Then after Red Blaze, the Goliath would do something. Gemstone. Do they hit? All right, so I'm about to show you guys why Snowstorm is such an amazing grenade. Because it's probably, you may not see this ever again. And it just kind of worked out that Arc was able to get 2 black blocks. So here's the way it works, okay? First of all, that Red Blaze that Trigger is playing is going to hit the first block. It's not going to kill that block. It would unfreeze a block. So that being said, that block's not frozen. So now let's go to the S6 Goliath with Thrill Smoke. The S6 Goliath is going to kill the first red block up to the frozen block. There's no carryover damage that breaks that frozen ice block. It stops when it gets to it. This is why it's such a powerful grenade. So, Trigger takes down a red block. Now, you've got to break that red block, damage it, and then it stops, break the next one, and damage it again. So again, you might not ever see this combo again. That's what's wild about it. Because you still got 2 frozen blocks. All right. Let's go from Trigger over to Julia and Stasis. Thrill Smoke, Max Spark to Cat. That is going to keep Cat in the DZ. They double Max Sparked her late in the game. S8 Red Eye Loaded Ron with Disperse. It hits. All right, Julia, who are you going to put the hinder on? $75 green. Julia, let's said this is a little stronger wall. Finishing the green, grabbing a blue. Justice, they're giving you a -1 hinder. Now, Justice is in the tank with a brand new -1 and Dust Smoke. Justice, your final move of the night. You're going to get a nice boost from the tank. But you got 2 frozen blocks there. This is a nightmare scenario. Justice is like, screw it. I'm going to hit your wall. All right. Love it. You know what? I love it, man. All right. Get rid of the dust. He's like, this wall's freaking locked up. Going to use Murdoch to break one of the solid frozen blocks. Just coated. So now you got an exposed red, but you got to kill that wall to kill that block to get to the next frozen block. All right, then an S8 Mighty Mike loaded to their wall with Echo. Now, this is a little different because it's an 8. It's an S15 Mighty Mike. Doesn't carry the damage of the other grenades, but it is an S15. Blue block, green block, Justice building 3 blocks back with a Mighty Mike. Nicely done, Justice. Put the pressure on him. Rebuild. Let's go from Justice over to Jim. Jim, Kat, Dow, and Ron. Pretty creative game tonight with no bosses. You guys are rocking it, man. Trigger's like, dude, I'm just trying to get my mythic orbital I put out like 3 hours ago. Oh, yeah, we forgot about Gemstone and Red Dark Nolan. Oh boy. All right. Jim does have the Dust Smoke. But S8, S15, S16, and Red Nolan is going to get double damage at home. 25% nerf. Equivalent to an S12, probably an S12 Carnage with Disperse. S13. Yeah, Disperse will get some of it back. It'll make up for some of the... So she's about a 10% nerf overall. Green block, blue block. Yeah, Thrill doesn't get rid of dust, Julia. It only adds to the rage. And double damage from Dark Nolan. Blue block, red block. Yes and yes. Oh! All right, so we got a hit. All right, so Arc double dipped on Thrill, and Ron couldn't challenge because they don't have a challenge. So we're going to -5 Arc for double dipping on the Thrill, and I got to remove the Rage that we added. So we're going to put 25% of that red block back. And the Rage would also carry over for Dark Red Nolan. So we're going to put 50% of that back. So Arc, 3.5 red blocks remaining. They double dipped on the Thrill, so I got to back the Thrill out on her attack, and I got to back it out on the double for the Dark Nolan. And yeah, Ron, that's why he got 3 blocks on a Mighty Mike. Because he was S15. All right, so we got Justice with the rebuild. We got Jim with the destruction. She was in the tank. Got the nerf from the dust. Got the boost from the disperse. Had to back out the Thrill. So we've got VOX with 2 red blocks. And we got Arc with 3.5. Cat, you are stuck in place and you got one more move. Got Cat, Dow, and Ron. All right, Cat going to go Mythic Orbital too. So we got double Mythic Orbitals out there. Inferno to the Straw Man with Echo. Cat's going to light up Straw Man. Number 4. And just send a point of Echo down to Ron. And she's no longer Max Spark because that was her move. Dow, you're up. We got Dow and Ron, 2 moves to go. And then we will get into some math. A lot of Elmos, a lot of Cinders to figure out tonight. Gold Rage, S8 Goliath. He's like, I'm an engineer. All right, Ron says it hits. 8, 9, 10, 11. $50 red. 1 red. 50% red. 1.5 red blocks remaining, Team Arc. All right, Ron, finish it up. All right. Ron is not slowed. He was not in the no zone. He was in a specific zone. Moves across the map, gets in range. All right, Ron playing Murdoch. Blue Spark Lithium. And again. Playing Murdoch on a wall. Murdoch's not damaging this wall. This wall is not frozen. You've already broken that block. So, Murdoch to the wall, not going to take the block out. S8 Blue Spark Lithium is going to take that one block out. But then any damage stops right here. So you still got a frozen block and you still got a block, and that ends the game. You guys didn't believe me when I said Snowstorm was something you don't want to hit. Believe me now. I mean, that is a wall stopper in some regards. All right, Ron, final move of the night. Good job to both teams. Let's calculate some final stuff here. Strawman, we've got 25 points for VOX, 0 for ARC. DZ, 25 points for VOX, 0 for ARC. Blessing, a 7th blessing for Team VOX, none for ARC. Strawman, DZ, we've already given the Occupy points, and we'll give the final blessings. So, great job to everybody. Now, let me show you how these count down, because this is frozen. So, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Frozen block counts as 1 blessing. So, that is taken care of. The second block is a 2nd blessing. So, that means we're going to rebuild it. We'll give these 44 points to VOX. But to get rid of those frozen and the other one is 2 of these blessings. All right, we're going to go ahead and rebuild it. After we rebuild it, we're going to take it down 5 now. And we're going to give VOX. This is the lowest scoring game, I think, in the history of Play Dead Live. Give VOX that block. All right, now we're going to go over to Team ARC. They've got 2 remaining. And they've got 6. So we'll take those 2, then rebuild it, and then we'll take them down 4. And we're going to give ARC their 3rd wall. So 3 walls to 1. But we got a few bonuses to figure in. We got to figure out Strawman. We got to figure out some of the extras. All the above. So snowstorms. I mean, ARC had a good wall strategy tonight. But VOX had a good stasis strategy, a couple other things. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to do the math, and I'll come back, let you guys know who won tonight's game. It's a good one. Be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and a game like this, it's not hard to calculate the score, and points are close. And even though it's close, you're like, well, one flag would have made a difference. Well, guess what? Tonight there were no flags, so you really had to grind out the points one way or another. So we'll start out. Pretty basic matchup stuff. You take a look at the walls. VOX, 375 points in walls. Arc, 925. You can see they got down to 950, but Ron flipped one of those blocks. That was a negative 25 takeoff at that point. So big advantage there with Arc. So you're thinking like, well, how are they going to make up the points? Well, let's go to Strawman. Strawman, 168 points, 0 for Arc. So there's a big change right there. No MBS, no kills. You get down to the DZ. DZ, 100 points for VOX, 75 points for Arc. So there's another 25. So already you got a couple hundred points you sort of chipped away at that point. Squid, 75 points for Squid, no points for Arc. So there's another 75. Now they're really starting to cut into that lead, right? Then you get to gold bars. You had 100 points in gold bars for Arc. You had 0 for VOX. Just didn't get those gold bars. Villar didn't even have to use a Dominari in this game. A couple other things. No team had a feather. Cannonballs, 25-25. Tires, Ron 25, Julia 30, because of the bonuses they put on Julia with the extra PCP points. PCP DZ points. This is where VOX made up a little bit of points too. 100 points for VOX, 50 points for Arc. But then we get to some of the extras. Ron, 150 points in the Rover. Julia, 180 points in the Rover because of her bonus on top of that. So again, bonus points there, 180 for Julia. All right, after the Occupy points, a few of the extras. 100 points in gold orbs for Team VOX. No points in gold orbs for Arc. And then there was just a whole plethora of extra things. 44 points with 2 mythic orbitals, a couple Elmos, and a Cinder for VOX. And on the other side, 2 Cinders and 6 Elmos. Overall, we had a 25-point deduction and a 5-point deduction. So after the point deductions, before the point deductions, it was Arc 1,485, VOX 1,202. After the point deductions, final score, Arc 1,480, VOX 1,177. And the snowstorms were a little bit of a roadblock at the end, but also a turning point in the game, I thought, was Dow playing the Talon and stealing the Strawman. I thought VOX had some good momentum up to that point and was scoring with the Strawman, and that sort of changed the strategies a little bit. So VOX went to a stasis game, and then Arc just turned around, started pounding the walls when they had a little bit of a wall lead. Good game by both teams. Again, missing the Deacon, missing J-Law. So we hope the Deacon gets well soon. This is a couple games in a row that Ron had to play without one of his bombing superstars. So hopefully we'll get everybody back. We'll get everybody healthy soon. But those that played tonight, great job all the way around. All right, hey, everybody, you guys enjoy your Thursday. I will be back. I need it. Everybody going to be here. Who's going to be here Friday night? Put it in chat right now, because if you guys don't break out of this room, it's just going to be bad. So hopefully you guys have seen it. You guys know what to do. You guys are ready to escape, because you got a pretty epic fight on the line Friday night, and it will also see you guys on Saturday as well. Great job, everybody. I enjoyed it, and I will see you all Friday night. Peace.